Kilco never let me talk about the microgrid. But the idea again is like, how do we duplicate more of these villages? Like the way we live is the way our ancestors live. But we live in 2024, and we have needs that our ancestors never need. Like this is enough for them. But today we need, internet. We need, all of the amenities that we enjoy today, to stay in touch with the world. So what we're building at the village, down at the bottom, when you first come in the gate, right on the left, we have kind of like a big open spot. We're gonna build a 160 foot by 60 foot building. And this is actually just gonna be like panels like on the ground and stuff. But there's not a lot of like flat real estate for us because we live close to the mountain. So we didn't want that land to be kind of wasted. So what we thought was we put this build with these panels up and then build underneath. So Keli'i then are gonna be cutting some of these eucalyptus trees that we have over here and removing them systematically. So and one thing with these eucalyptus trees, they're very invasive, but they make great, posts and beams for structures. And so we have plans to actually cut down, about 42 of these trees and take them down and mill them at our mill. And then we're gonna erect this building. And these are gonna be the bones of the building. And then we're gonna have the panels on top of that. But inside this building, we're gonna have like an area for processing wood, food processing. We're gonna have places for a market. We're gonna have places for an education center, a maker space. We're gonna actually move the Nation of Hawaii office down there. So as soon as you come through the gate, right to the left, there's gonna be this huge building. And it's gonna be Hawaii's first totally green building. One of the innovations that we have, why this microgrid is special is it's gonna be solar panels, right? But one of the cool innovations that we're working with this company called Soku is they're gonna have reflectors. And so it's gonna like optimize the amount of sun energy that we get off of that. And then instead of having like a traditional like battery system for when it comes to nighttime and usually batteries turn on, we're gonna actually store our power in these air tanks. So we're gonna actually get, instead of batteries, we're gonna start storing like compressed air. And at night, this compressed air is gonna actually run this like diesel generator. So we're actually almost gonna go back to like steam powered, innovation, but like in modern times. And so this company that we're working with, they're already doing this in the mainland. And so he's gonna help us build a prototype out here. And this building actually is like gonna be like the model for like whenever Hawaiians get back these rural areas where, we don't like have to disturb nature in order to fit ourselves back into nature, right? So we don't like have to pull up all these like electrical wires, all of this other stuff. So if we build this building in these raw lands, we can actually create a village around them. See, when we first started the village, Uncle Them was cutting trail. This is the first of its kind. So they just stuck to what they knew what they had to do was, the first thing they built was a kitchen and a playground for the kids. And then everybody brought their tents, and the tents kind of just went around the kitchen. Well, eventually those tents turned into houses. So if you actually go into our village and you look at the housing setup, it was built around where everybody had their tents. But we learned like over the years how to run our own electrical lines, how to run our own water lines. And a few years ago, John and a bunch of us actually helped create Hawaii's first community-run internet system. So the internet system that we have in our village, we are the providers for that internet. So we don't have Hawaiian Tel or Spectrum giving bills to our people. We actually order fiber from Hawaiian Tel and we distribute that to the houses. And we didn't know how to run our own fiber optic company. We didn't know how to run our own lines for internet and stuff, but somebody taught us. And we're sovereignty activists. We don't have these skills, but what we heard is internet sovereignty. But anything with sovereignty in it, even if you just believe in political sovereignty, you gotta solve for, if you're gonna have one independent country, you gotta have power, You gotta have food. You gotta have all the necessities that you enjoy in today's life. You know, it's not just, you know, screw America and, you know, we like our land back. Well, what you gonna do? You know, so you gotta know how to do all these things. So energy is the next frontier for us. And so building this building, we hope that it teaches more Hawaiians how to be more independent. You know, because really, our independence is not gonna come from these politicians. Our independence is gonna be, you know, it's gonna be realized when we totally are independent. So we gotta provide all the solutions ourselves. So that's my spiel. That's all I wanted to share with you guys. And if you guys follow me on Instagram at Hawaii National, I'll be sharing more information about it. And you guys ever like come up and, you know, check on the progress that we're gonna be doing every Aloha Aina day. You guys are gonna be seeing the building coming up slowly within the next, you know, couple months. We applied for a couple grants, so we might be getting some more funding to actually start the building. But Tilly then gonna be kind of heading up a lot of the construction and stuff. So, yeah.
For those of you who actually got to go